So I want to talk to you about a very important topic today. But I want you to do something. I want you to do away with any form of distraction. Okay? Anything that will distract you from what we are about to discuss. Whether it's a notification, whether anything that you know that can distract you from the information I'm about to share with you. Do away with that for this time. My name is Boss Yakon, and what I do here is I talk to you about how you can live in abundance and how you can make the most out of your mind. Because I realize that everything that we want to do is possible, just that we don't find ourselves in the right environment. We don't get mingled with the right people. And all this while, for a good number of years, they are making us feel like we are not enough. And when this goes on for a good number of times, a good number of years, you are programmed to receive less. And then you go about life complaining and then blaming Jesus Christ and blaming God for your worries. But come to think of it, our Lord is for abundance, right? God is for abundance. God can, do beyond our imagination, but we don't see that in our life. Think about it. If God created this world with his power, and he's for expansion, and he's for full expression, and he can do all things, how come we are not seeing that in our lives? So I realize we can do everything with our mind because he put it up here. And you might have to replay this video over and over again because repetition helps you. It helps the ideas get into your subconscious mind and then you can practice it. But I want you to do away with any form of distraction. Now I want to talk about self-image. Okay? Self-image or self-concept or the perception you have about yourself. Now, there's an image you see of yourself when you stand in front of the mirror. Okay? When you stand in front of a mirror, there's a reflection you see of yourself. Okay, that is also self-image. But I want to talk about the other type of self-image that sits within you, that sits in your subconscious mind, and that is who you really are. Okay, and I realize that if we don't work on our self-image, we can't achieve anything great because more often than not, our self-image is warped. Okay, our self-image is not what we want it to be. And I want us to discuss that and expand that to our understanding. I will do that without insulting your intelligence. You are God's highest form of creation. You can do anything you want to do. It's possible. Now, self-image is what you see yourself to be, your true powers, what you believe yourself to be, and how much you think you can achieve. Okay? And that is the honest review of yourself in your subconscious mind. You know how, some people are quick to look down on themselves. They can consciously talk about, they can consciously see themselves achieving some goals. They can consciously talk about certain things they want to do. They are positive things, okay? They want to have that kind of job. They want to marry that type of person. They want to have that business partner, okay? Positive things, big things. But what happens is they consciously talk that with their mouth, but subconsciously they don't believe it or they are not there yet. So what is happening is you are talking about the fact that you want to establish this kind of business, okay, on a large scale. You want to get to know these people. You want to build this type of life. You want to get something magnificent. But your self-image, okay, there's a disparity between what you want to achieve and your self-image, and you may never get it. You will never get it. Your chances of getting it is very slim because the image of yourself within your subconscious mind doesn't have anything to do with what you want to do. What you want to do sits up here and your self-image sits up here. And that is a perception you have about yourself. Many people are going around in this life and their self-image is very poor. They don't think of themselves as worthy enough to receive anything good in under the sun. They don't think of themselves as good enough to, achieve the desires of their heart. And that is why you may consciously talk about good things, but you will not see them happening. But you will see the bad things happening. Why? Because your self-image aligns with negativity. You see how sometimes you talk to yourself about certain good things you want to do, then you sit down, then there's a little voice lurking around, making you feel that you cannot achieve it. Now, that is the voice in your subconscious mind, and that is your true self image. Think about it. You want to establish a business, okay, that works, let's say, in 5 countries. You want to be the best guy in that business. You want to be on top of the game when it comes to that business. That is something good, and that is something magnificent you want to do. You want to be the best student in the class, right? That is possible. And that is what you consciously see in your mind, or you consciously talk about. But what happens is your self-image, the perception of yourself, how you see yourself aligned with positive things, it is very low. And you will never achieve that, because you have to, what happens is you only embody that new picture you are talking about on a vibrational level. It is something that your subconscious mind needs to see it happening. But because a good number of years you have been programmed with lack and limitation, into any time I will be who say, that voice in your subconscious, that belief, it comes up like that, and it tells you, yo, you cannot do this because this is not what we have been programmed with. It tells you that, yo, you are very far from this because you don't know this. It means like what you want to do, it doesn't come. You can't get it. It cannot be materialized in your life. And it is because of self-image. Also, go for idea be one of the me catch say ade we de chale fata wo ade we so we ebe kama pa ade na obaso ye eso. And when it is far beyond the result you have seen in your life, you see that voice, it is your self-image. It is very poor. Until you match up with the vibration you want to achieve, you can never be there. And this is the reason why some of you can have positive results by accident. Which means can be by accident, okay? You can win a lottery by accident. But because you are not on that vibrational energy, you will lose it all. Because you can only maintain with vibrational energy. And that is the self-image within you. And 95% of the population have their self-image to be very poor. Very poor. I was once like that. Okay, I was consciously talking to myself about good things I want to do, but subconsciously I was denying it. You see, when you deny it mentally, you will never have it. In too much market, you say you want to be a wealthy man, you want to be a businessman, you want to marry this type of person, you want to have this business partners, you want to live this kind of lifestyle. It is very big. That is fine. But because the result is far beyond your self-image that you have been programmed with, you will never achieve it. So there's that little word telling you can't. That is a self-image. That is a little subconscious mind. And I told you that your subconscious mind is very powerful than what you say with your mouth. Until the other one not cancel, your subconscious mind is very powerful than that. And that is why you need to work from your subconscious mind and undo the programming. What happens is you can never be richer than your self-image. You see, you want to do this type of business, right? You want to operate in 5 countries. You want to be the best guy that people come to when it has to do with that business. Okay, you're on top of the business. You're on top of the game. That result is higher than your self-image, so you can never get it. Your self-image needs to align with that result you want to achieve. It is all catch on say you want to be a wealthy man. Your subconscious mind needs to see it happening. It needs to say yes. You see, your subconscious mind is always saying yes. But because of the beliefs you have in your subconscious mind, it is polar opposite. It is in direct opposite with what you want to do. In two cases, you want to be a wealthy man. I was saying, no, we don't know this. Because your programming is about lack and limitation, and you will never achieve it. Because you don't believe, you don't see yourself as worthy enough to receive the things you want. That is self-image. And if you really understand this, you can do anything you want in your life. And this is why some people went to school and never did well, because their self-image was warped before they got to class. Their self-image was warped before the math teacher came in front of them. That is what is happening. Into the business you are doing, you are not doing well, and it's because of self-image. You can never be richer than the image of yourself in your subconscious mind until you work it up there, until your self-image is up there, until your subconscious mind believes and feels that you are up there. You can never achieve it. This is the gospel truth that you and I have to know. And this is how we cannot do anything we want to do. So you need to shift that paradigm. You see, your self-image is a paradigm. It was programmed by repetition. And simple on my situations were failing, things were falling apart. When this happens over time, you become programmed with that condition. So anything that is above that condition, you don't see yourself there. And that is why you cannot achieve anything. When you understand this and you work it out, you can do anything you want, because I know it's possible. You can do it. You have deep reservoirs of knowledge and wisdom in the and you see, there's an infinite intelligence in your subconscious mind. There's a working power. Your subconscious mind can join vital forces together and bring to your life anything you want. But it is only when your subconscious mind does not rebuke any positive thing you want to do. And that's supposed to mean that it is only when your subconscious mind feels the emotion of what you want to do, it believes it to be true. You see, you will only get what you believe to be true. What you do is you give off energy against money, and you never attract it. What you want to attract, you don't say bad things about that. You don't feel negative emotions against that. This is something that we didn't know. About him. We illegal business. But you also want to get money. So what happens is that state now because according to you, so you are resenting that energy mentally, and you will never get there. This is powerful. This is the gospel truth. And when you understand this, all facets of your life will align to your purpose. And the infinite intelligence will always, manifest ways to you on how to go about things. When you understand this, the way forward will just appear before you. You will keep getting the idea from the infinite source of supply. This is powerful. You can do it. Now let me teach you how you can, undo that program and shift that paradigm. Use affirmations. Okay? Use affirmations. Wake up every day and tell yourself that all of life comes to you with joy, ease, and glory, and that the universe is aligning with your purpose, and anything you want is happening right now. Keep saying this to yourself every day. Now when you start, you're going to face challenge, because your subconscious mind now is about to be reprogrammed with positive thought, and that is going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, because for the past 5, 10, 15 years, what you know is lack and limitation. That is what your subconscious mind knows. So when you start to do new positive affirmations, your subconscious mind will come against what you are about to do as a defense, and it will repel it. But persist. If you're able to persist in the affirmations every day, it will get to a point that your subconscious mind now feels it to be true. So when you tell yourself that you are a worthy person, your subconscious mind now says yes, because it ceases happening. Until you get to that vibrational level, nothing is happening for you. You are not getting anything. This is true. And I want you to understand, because I don't see why you are not doing well. I don't see why we have demonized money, yet consciously we want to attract positive things. It doesn't work like that. It starts mentally. Work on your self-image. And this you will lose it, because the vibrational match, you don't have it. And that starts from inside. You see, we have a treasure house within our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind will always accept anything that comes from a conscious mind, and it will move forward to create new conditions, always in advance of any that have gone before. And that is only when your subconscious mind feels what you are saying to be true. Into it, imagine mirror and I am a wealthy man. All of life comes to me with joy, glory, and ease. And you still not feel that to be true, because your subconscious mind doesn't know what you're talking about. So you need to start the reprogramming. Do this every day. Write something down and keep seeing it and keep believing it. You see, when you say it, you need to see it as already happened. That is how you go about it. See it as a reality already, and feel the emotions behind it. So if it is about business you're talking about, see yourself doing the business and people are already congratulating you. Your friends are always saying that, Charlie, you are doing well. See it happening. Feel the emotions. Do this every day. I told you, when you start, it's going to be uncomfortable, because your subconscious mind doesn't know what we're talking about. It is a new programming. You are writing a new self-image. Why you sad now? Because your self-image will always lead you. And you cannot be richer than your self-image. No, you cannot be richer than your self-image. You cannot be a business, you cannot be a CEO whilst your self-image is always poor, is always seeing negativity. You are always imagining your failure. And you do that unconsciously, unconscious habitual behaviors. Continue to do this. Use the positive affirmations and make sure you repeat it every day, because by repetition you will get the ideas in your subconscious mind. You will make your subconscious mind feel that what you are saying is true and believe it. Whenever you say you believe it, and this how no power above can help you. God wants you to know this, because I told you your mind is a representation of God in human form. God will never override your mind and do something for you. No, God will always respect the laws under the universe. But you and I need to come to the knowledge of these laws and practice them, and our life will unfold for greater opportunities, because abundance is our birthright. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, stay subscribed. And I'm going to talk to you about a lot more things. Okay, have a good one.